Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing Amphibia Season 1 Episode 16B, the second half, called Bazaar. And before I start, I want to say, please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell and all that stuff, and let's get started. It's my first complaint. I don't usually do this. It's from the very beginning of the episode because it's an overall thing. Some people are okay with it. When I first watched it, I didn't really have a problem with it, but doing the review, looking back on it, I have a tiny issue. It's not really big. There's only two complaints in this whole half of the episode. Really, it's not that big of a deal, but it's because this is a plot episode. It's lore based and stuff like that. And it's really important. I think this could have been like a 22-minute episode. Like a double 11-minute segment. Because I think it would have done better. We could have gotten more information. So that's my first complaint. It's a 95% right now. Is just because I wish it was longer. I know they're stuck on 11-minute time frame, especially with most of this season. They were doing an Amphibia bomb where you did an episode every day. That was a thing that they were doing, and this came out at 2019, so that was a thing. And then I'm pretty sure the season finale, that's a double length, and then that it is a new thing that started happening. It's a whole ordeal. It's not too much of a big deal, but I just wanted to say something. But other than that, Bazaar, we have Anne, Sprig, Polly. Yeah, Polly's there too, right? But Polly isn't too much in this episode, which is fine. She doesn't have to be, but I'm pretty sure Polly's there. Yeah, pretty sure. So Hop Hop, Polly, Sprig, and Anne, and Bessie, and Anne has her the calamity box, and she has the music box, and what she calls it, and it's since we went to those archives, remember, what was it called, Lost in the Archives, I think that was the name of the episode, probably, or Trapped in the Archives, I forgot the name. It was something archives. But I thought somewhere in those archives of the books I read, because I didn't read every book, but some of the books I read, they would have said something about the music box, have a symbol or something, but nothing. And and Sprig and Polly are ooh, shiny because the box is shiny, and Anne's just really bummed out, and and Hop Hop said hey, don't worry, Anne, we'll figure something out, and then Hop Hop said hey, get out of here, whatever you are, and how Hop Hop usually knows everything, but these creatures, we never seen them here in Amphibia, Wartwood or the outskirts of Wartwood before. This is the first time we saw them, and that's what Hop Hop said, get out of here, you whatever you are. A lot of people said these creatures, these tiny creatures, remind them of Miyazaki. I'm not really a fan, so I don't really know what they're talking about, but I'm just gonna call them the Miyazaki dudes because that's what people are calling them. So okay, the Miyazaki dudes are walking across the street, and Hop Hop has to stop because he's not gonna run over these things. They're not hurting you. And then Sprig's hey, he wants to know what's causing this traffic, and he sees the Miyazaki dudes coming out of the tree, and it's wait, Sprig, don't put your hand in the tree, and he wants to see why, and then the last creature and he's walking out of the tree, and he sees this beautiful glowing red and black egg, and it has an hourglass symbol on it, and he's oh. And he's Anne said, Sprig, what you got there? I was I think it's a ticket to the Bazaar. And he's the Bazaar, what? What are you talking about? What is that? And I never been, but I heard stories. And they, they do games. It's basically underground market there. And they have treasures and weapons and stuff like that. And ancient stuff. And Anne's oh, wait, really? I bet someone there can I know, I mean, blah, blah, sorry. I'm what am I supposed to say? What, the words are not coming out of my mouth. I'm sorry. Um, like there has to be someone there that should know about my music box since ancient artifacts and stuff like that, and help us like, whoa, that's a bad idea. If you wave that thing around, that's gonna be stolen for sure. Hey, I tell you what, we'll go home. You hand me the music box, and I'll reach out to some of my contacts to the some of the frogs I know and see if they know something about your music chest, music box. Yeah, that too. And and they go okay, and then finally the Miyazaki dude's finally left, and like Hoppa's like finally. And he's like, yeah. And Messi starts moving, and Sprig still has the egg. And Sprig's like, we're definitely going to the Bazaar, aren't we? And it's like, obvi. See, it's fine that she says it because she's 13, 14. Hop at a night at the end. He's around 60s. I don't know. I didn't find it appealing. But that's just me. But anyway, and Sprig are like going sneaking out of the house, and Anne has the music box like jackpot and puts the music box, or I'm gonna call it the calamity box, since when Anne's not talking about it, she has a calamity box. She puts it in her backpack and she has it on the back. And Anne's like, "All right, so how do we get there? I don't know." The egg's supposed to show us. He has the egg. It slips out of his hand, and he just breaks. And Sprig's like, "Oops," and Anne's like, "Dude," and then another Miyazaki like dude. It has one eye, like purple fur, and it was a green leaf sticking out of his head, and then he's like me, and he's running out. It's like after it, and then it goes into the ground, and it's like, oh no, we were so close. And then these bioluminescent mushrooms, and they're like orange yellowish mushrooms, not like the blue ones that we've been seeing. So that's pretty interesting. And they're just glowing, and then it glows around this hourglass like carving, and then they go past this barrier, and they're made to the Bazaar, and you see this person selling skins and pelts, like skins and pelts, and you see this other guy getting like a tattoo like from a rattlesnake. The rattlesnake is kind of like the injector, so, like he's doing that. There's another dude, like he's like, oh no, he doesn't speak English or something. He's and like he's selling food and stuff like that. And you see this guy wearing like a mask, and he just stole someone's money. So he's like a scavenger or something, like a thief. And then and they reached to I'm trying to remember the sign that was there. I'm pretty sure it said Valeriana's trinkets and artifacts or antiques. Yeah, artifacts and antiques. I'm sorry if I said that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that. So her name's Valeriana, but where's Valeriana? Where's she at? And then is it like, oh, and she has like weapons and ancient artifacts, and has like this, like not a shield but like a plate that has like the frog, and with the two gems, but one gem is like missing, and so looks like the same gold from like the calamity box. Oh, jackpot, basically. I'm saying to myself, and it's like, okay, we're here, and it's just out to lunch, like and it's like and Sprig's like, oh, it's okay, don't worry, they'll be back, and let's go check this place out, once in a lifetime. And then it's like, she kind of wants to wait there. I kind of got the feeling. And it's like, okay, fine. And then Sprig has these two buns. Sprig bit into it, and it's like, oh, this seems pretty good. And Sprig bit into it. It's just these crawling alive bugs, and nope. And he just throws it on the floor. These Miyazaki dudes pick it up. She's drinking this like disgusting boba tea, and they use these spider eggs. Basically, she drops it on the floor, but it's disgusting. Sprig is eating some food. His tongue gets like just get pinched by this like scorpion or whatever, and he's riding like a mechanical, well, not mechanical, I guess, but like a beetle ride, but resembles a mechanical bull ride basically. And they're basically and Sprig, and it's like, the Bazaar lives up to his name. There's nothing normal here. And Sprig's like, hey, Wally's there. Oh, okay. And Wally's like, oh, come on, time to have a nice pair of shoes. And then he's like, woohoo! And a Miyazaki dude just cheated and kicked it. And he's like, what? Snake eyes? That's a ripoff. I want my money back. And these two cloaked, like, I see tails. So, like, I'm assuming, like, newts or salamanders? Newts. I'm assuming newts. Sorry. So like, these newts, and he's like, oh, you know the rules, no refunds at the bazaar, and you just take them away. It's, oh no. Part of me wanted Anne to do something, but these two had like glowing eyes and like newts. I don't think Anne has ever seen like a newt before, and they were cloaked. And they probably wanted to make like a low profile and stuff. And Anne got beat up by those toads from Toad Tower, so I'm kind of thinking it's a good thing Anne didn't get involved. So I'm just hoping Wally's alright. I'm pretty sure he will be, but I'm just hoping he is, because like Anne didn't do something, but like she did get beat up by those Toad Warriors because she broke her arm. And like these look scary looking dudes. Like they were cloaked and stuff. So I'm gonna let it go this time, because I don't want Anne to get killed or like prosecuted or whatever. Like that, I don't know what they do here. It's a bizarre. But Anne's very, like, you look at you like, ugh, and Spriggs is eating, right? Like, and then Anne's just like looking at the Valeriana shop, and then the Valeriana lady's like arm just turned it and says opened, and then like Anne's like, oh, okay, and Spriggs, come on, and then like, okay, we're finally here. And Anne has her backpack ready, and basically, and she's like, oh, where's it? I thought, oh, welcome to Valeriana's like antiques. And Sprig's like, Anne, I think she's missing an arm. Is that I heard that? And he's like, oh wait, what's this thing? Is this like a cauldron? It's something I picked up on my many travels. And she poured some sort of liquid or water, and it made like a magical tree blossom grow. I was like, oh, okay. And they're both clapping, and she's like, I've seen and heard it all. And it's like, I'm pretty sure you've never seen anything like me before. And she's like, no, not exactly. By that, I'm kind of, and this is like a maybe feeling, I don't know, maybe this is like maybe I'm taking it way out of proportion, maybe I read too much into it, maybe like, she was kind of lying to her, maybe, because we don't know this lady's deal. But she says, no, I haven't seen someone exactly like you. We have no idea where Marcy is. I mean, I know, but like you guys probably don't know. But we don't know where Marcy is. And Sasha's with the Toads. So either one of them, or possibly someone else, probably knows Valeriana, and they probably interacted. And humans look similar, but not exactly so. Maybe one of them or both of them or someone else interacted with her, like another human, maybe. I don't know. Like we don't know. Anyway, and then and it's like, I have something for you to look at. And Sprague's like, are you sure, Anne? Maybe Hoppa was right. This place looks very sketchy. And Anne's like you heard her, Sprague. She's seen it all. And if anyone knows about the music box, it's her. And it's like, oh no, my backpack's gone. And that crazy guy with the mask was stealing that guy's money I mentioned earlier. And he stole it. And it's like, Sprig, come on, let's go stop that backpack thief. Like, stop thief. And then Valeriana is like, she has like a parrot named like Leander, I think. I think that's the name. Could it be Leander? Like, could she be the one we've been looking for? And he starts to throw up all over her carpet. Like, no, Leander, not on the carpet. And trying to do an accent. And then we have Anne Sprague, and the mask guy just goes on behind the counter. That's like his counter, and he's just like a dude, frog dude. And he's like, oh, lucky contestants, you come to play my games? Like, no, you stole my backpack. And backpack? The one on your prize wall. Oh, the magical pouch of mystery. Who knows where it came from or why? And it's like, yeah, that's right. And those two cloaked dudes are like, oh no, please don't hurt them. But, there's like, and then the guy's like, because we're about to go over the counter. Like, once something's on the prize wall, it stays there until someone wins it. And it's like, what are we supposed to do? And Sprague's like, there's only one thing we can do. And it's like, it has like some money to play, basically. And it's like, alright, you sicko, what are we doing? Water balloons? Whack-a-mole? Whack-a-mole? Like, dunk tank? It's like, oh no, it's more involved than that. And it's basically cockroach racing, like Mario Kart, basically. And like, and then, and it's like, cockroach racing. Right, yeah, sure. And then, basically, and basically it's Anne's turn with Sprig, and it's like, who has the guts to race against this, what do you say, biped and her little pink boyfriend? And it's like, whoa, not my boyfriend. And Sprig's like, yeah, she's way too old for me. And she's like, yeah, wait, what? So Sprig doesn't have a problem with the interspecies thing. He just thinks Anne, 13, 14-year-old, is too old for a 10-year-old. That's funny. And then you have this big dude that has like a scar on his face. I think an eye patch probably. And this cloak. He's this big orange frog dude. And I was like, oh, the wrecker. And no one's seen the wrecker like in many years. Like, I'm not sure how many years he said exactly, but a long time basically. And also the Bazaar was kind of closer to the house. Like, it's kind of like jogging to running distance. So 10 to 15 minutes maybe. So that's interesting. But and basically this big dude, and he's like, oh, I'll take the challenger. And this is where I'm like, this is my only other complaint. It's quick, it's fast, but I didn't find it funny. These two dudes that were like doing the previous race before it's Anne's turn is like, oh, that's the wrecker. I heard him. You wreck yourself. You don't check yourself. They're not teenagers. They're just like regular like adults. Why would they be talking like that? Like, I just find it weird. It's quick. It's fast. It's my only other complaint. That's why like this overall episode is a 9 out of 10. It's a 90%. It's the episode length and that line. It's like, why did I say that? And then so they check it out. Basically, it's the wrecker. He's a famous racer. And Anne's like, come on, we gotta race this dude. And, the wrecker looks at them with his big yellow eye. Like, the other one has, like, eye patch on it. And then, like, Anne Sprig about to make a turn. But the wrecker, like, bounces them to the side. And Anne's like, hey, he cheated. And then they have, like, signs. And it goes in the Bazaar. And Sprig's like, oh, they have signs. They must be true. And Anne's like, oh, anything goes, huh? And then Anne's gets close behind the wrecker, and it ends like, Sprig, tongue him. And Sprig's tongue him. I hardly know him. Is it just do it, please? And then he has his tongue around the wrecker and does a flip over the wrecker. And he's like, oh, he likes competition. The wrecker. He's like, ha ha ha. He has this. It's basically a blue shell from Mario Kart, and he just like throws it at him. It flies to them, and Sprig's like, we're gonna win. And it's just a like a hover, and flies over them. It does a flip, and then it crashes you, and with a big flame, and the wrecker wins. And then the masked dude, the prize guy is like, oh, winner cricket dinner. Like, here's the pouch of mystery. And, he's like, oh, you look fantastic on it. And it's like, no. And it's like, in the big hourglass, it like, has like a sand timer. And he's like, oh no, it's time to go. And they're packing up. All right, time to pack it up. And then everyone's gone instantly. That's how fast this is, because this is, I don't think this is legal. And Anne's like, oh, my backpack, the music box, it's gone. Now I'll never get home. And basically, Spray's like, hey, maybe we can, like, track the wrecker somehow. Like, ask people around. And Anne's like, those frogs in the Bazaar said they haven't seen him in years. No, he's long gone. He's still there. He's like, hey. And Anne's like, oh, it's the wrecker. And it's like, hey, please, I know you don't know me, but please, I need that backpack. It has something that I really need. I'll do anything for it. And I'm pretty sure she's serious. Like, she'll do anything. And then, like, he just takes off his, like basically a mask, and it's Hop Hop with stilts. And they're like, Hop Hop? And it's like, I'm so confused. And it's like, oh, isn't it obvious, Anne? Like, I followed you. I knew you two wouldn't resist a Bazaar. And I knew you would get yourself in a pickle. And I knew you'd get in a pickle, which you did. A big, nasty pickle. And then, and say, hey, and any consolation, here you go, Anne. Here's your backpack. And then, Anne's like, oh, thank you, Hop Hop. Thanks for having my backpack. You're right. I was impatient for answers. And she unzips the backpack, gets the calamity box, hands it to Hop Hop, like, here. I trust you completely now. Talk to those frogs. Trust their, go to your trusted channels. Find out what you know, and I'm okay with waiting a little bit longer. And Hop Up takes the calamity box and he's like, I'll do my best, and I know how much this means to you. And basically, and then Spring's like, whoa, Hop Hop, so you're the wrecker? How many games have you won? Have you ever get dangerous, Hop Hop? Have you ever killed the man, Hop Hop? He's like, whatever happens in the Bazaar stayed in the Bazaar. And the Ant's like, oh, just like Vegas. And Hop Hop's like, yeah, sure, and just like Vegas. So did Hop Hop kill someone? He's in his 60s, so I wouldn't pass by him to do that. I don't know, maybe it's like a situation. And then I'm gonna get to the end where Anne and Sprig is like, good night, Hop Hop, and Hop Hop's like, good night, kids, and then Hop Hop has the calamity box, and he opens the door and then closes the door, and he has a shovel with him, and he buries the calamity box, by a tree in the front of the house, and he's like, hey, he's holding the calamity box before he puts it in the dirt. He's like, he's staring at it. He's like, sorry, Anne, but I can't have you showing this thing around. Too dangerous for all of us. And he puts it in the ground. He's like, now you're where you belong, where no one can find it. And he just puts the dirt, and it's a cool camera angle where the dirt goes on the camera, and now it just fades to black. So overall, this half of the episode, 90%. The overall episode, including Family Fishing Trip, is at 83.5%. Because Family Fishing Trip, as you remember in the previous episode, the first half was at 85% for me. This one was at 90%. So, wow, we knew Hop Hop knew some stuff, or knew some extent about the calamity box because he had that book, and he's always worse than I feared. Now he buried it, and he was this record guy. He probably killed someone. Maybe I don't know. He was making a joke out of it, but he made a reference to Vegas. Whatever happens in the Bazaar stays in the Bazaar. Since they're no longer in the Bazaar, he can't talk about it. So, wow. Everyone, overall, the entire episode, 83.5%. Sorry. 87.5%. Sorry. It's a B plus. It's a great episode. And, and next week on Tuesday, I kind of want to get Amphibia done with season 1, but I think you can go 1 or 2 routes. Well, I guess I can go 3 options maybe. The most likely one it will be on Tuesday will be Amphibia season 1 episode 17. That's the most obvious one. But I could do the Owl House episode titles 1 through 10, because I think they've been released, but I need to double check, so I'm not 100% sure of my resources to make sure they're legitimate and stuff. So that could be coming on Tuesday, maybe. And the possibility that I might do Big City Greens, because I still care about the show, and it's been too much since I've done a review on that. So I want to get back to that. But yeah, everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday for most likely Amphibia season 1 episode 17. I believe it was Cursed and Fiddle Me This, and those are both of those is gonna have a clip in it. So yeah, we finally got it. All right, bye.